Your ship. Your crew.
You really want to head back out there, huh?
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be reviewing the third Star Trek film in the rebooted sequel, kind of alternate universe Star Trek franchise that was started by J.J. Abrams back in 2009. We got Star Trek Beyond now, this time directed by Fast and Furious director Justin Lin. And of course, all the crew is back together. You got Chris Pine as Kirk, you got Zachary Quinto as Spock, and the rest of the crew is there. This movie is basically about the crew of the Enterprise going out on a mission to try and save some people. They kind of get tricked. Some bad things happen. If you've seen the trailers, you know what I'm talking about. That Enterprise does not look in the best shape, and they get trapped on this planet, and they gotta find their way off of the planet. Of course, with the help of Sofia Boutella's character. She was in The Kingsman, and she's one of the highlights of this film. So what I'll say right off the top here is this movie feels very contained in this movie, which is a good thing. It kind of is a different take. It's not necessarily pushing the plot of the overall universe forward. It kind of feels like a big, elongated episode with a beginning, middle, and end. And I enjoyed that aspect, and I believe that's kind of what the hardcore Star Trek fans were wanting. I myself have never watched Star Trek at all, really. Didn't see any of the TV shows, any of the old movies, unfortunately. And I basically just I didn't even watch 2009 one in theaters. I had no interest in Star Trek. It just didn't interest me. I heard it was kind of like, oh, you might like this one. It has more action. It's a lot more modern. And I enjoyed it. And I also did enjoy Into Darkness, which I know a lot of people had problems with. This one might be my favorite of them, just because I feel the adventure vibe. I feel that every person on the crew of the Enterprise even had their own moment to shine and to really stand out. You got Chekhov with the sad passing of Anton Yelchin. It's hard to separate that because of it's so recent in our memory, but he has some great moments in it. Sulu has some great moments in it. They all have their own moments to shine, and no one shines more in this movie than Bones. Bones is hilarious in this movie. The pairing of him and Spock works beautifully, and Bones, along with Sofia Boutella's character, were the standouts in my opinion of this film. The action scenes were really well directed. You have Justin Lin coming in to do these, and of course, he directed a bunch of action with the Fast and Furious franchise. I believe he did 4 through 6, and he did a great job with those, and it's no less here. The directing isn't necessarily something that stands out with me. You got less lens flares, as I just recently rewatched the first two, and I never really took notice to JJ's lens flare use, especially in these earlier films of his. But man, he uses it a lot. This one doesn't have that as much. But yeah, it's just a fun adventure. It's really funny. There's good humor throughout. Idris Elba as a villain is really good. The only bad part about his villain is that his plan is very unclear for the majority of the movie, which kind of just makes him seem like a one-note bad guy until the end when you kind of get to find out a little bit more about him. But until that point, I wish I kind of knew a bit, maybe about the halfway point, a bit more about his character, because it just would have made me latch onto him a little bit better. And if you are a fan of the original franchise, there are some great nods to it, some great homages, especially to Leonard Nimoy from his passing that happened between the last two films here. And yeah, there's some great homages, some great things that you hardcore fans will like that I've seen online. I myself probably didn't really recognize them, but as a hardcore Star Trek fan, I'm sure you guys would. But yeah, if you like these rebooted franchises, and say you didn't like the whole Into Darkness thing, especially as a hardcore fan, I think this will appease both fans, and it's probably my favorite of the three. I mean, they're all really good. I really enjoy them. They're really fun. Also, the Sabotage song that is in the first trailer for this one, I didn't love the trailer. I was like, this feels weird. When they play Sabotage in this film, it'll make a lot more sense. It's a great moment, one of the better moments of the movie. And like I said, this movie is just a lot of fun. I love the team dynamic. That was probably my favorite part of it. Everyone gets their moment to shine. Simon Pegg as Scotty. Everyone. So that's it. For my movie rating, I give it a movie rating of an 8 out of 10. A solid, fun film. Again, the story isn't like the most complex thing in the world, which is why it's just 8. It's a fun time with the movies. I recommend checking it out. It's just a fun time. It's a fun time. That's really what I can say about it. As for my enjoyment rating, I give that an 8.5 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with it. I laughed a lot. Loved the action. And love the character dynamics, just them interacting and being branched out and split up and having to come back together. There's a lot of good moments and humor created from those scenarios. So that's it. Let me know your favorite Star Trek film, maybe from the whole franchise or just from the rebooted franchise, or both. You can let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you like the film as well, or if you're going to go check it out. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to y'all later.